Hey everybody, it's Justin, your guide into the other side. I wanted to cover a big event that happened yesterday that I know a lot of you saw, and it was the small focus group that got to delve into the other side yesterday, and we're just gonna jump right in and cover that. So if we scroll down, everyone was kind of invited to this big event where, well, it was kind of like it wasn't necessarily a big event. I mean, it only had 40 people, but it was a big event for us. So I'm just gonna say it's a big event. Anyways, you kind of went over, people got to look at the artwork that's been in development for Otherside for over the past year or so. So we kind of got to see game aesthetics and game design and stuff related to that. And what was really cool is that we got to see some concept art related to 4 environment biomes that, a lot of people really like. So, I mean, we have Splinter, Sky, Obsidian, and Luster. So if we actually, click here, we can kind of see, wow, this is like, this is kind of like a big garden arboretorium, if that's how you say it. But it's like a big indoor plant structure. I mean, that looks like a big purple orchid here. Looks massive. And I mean, it looks really beautiful in my opinion. So if we keep going, we kind of see, Sky. I mean, this one looks really like celestial, cosmic, really nice aesthetic. And Voyager with wings. I mean, does that imply that most of the things are going to be floating on this aesthetic? I have no idea, but it looks cool. You got like nice pink tree things. I mean, big floating trees. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure how that will translate to like in OtherGuide, but I think it will probably look cool. I mean, based off of this aesthetic. So keep going. I mean, Obsidian looks just absolutely like a Sauron, Lord of the Rings Forge thing. Like that. This looks crazy. Like you got these massive alien spires going into the sky. You got the scale of this thing like huge compared to like a Voyager. So I mean that's gonna be awesome. And if we keep going, the last one here is like a Lusterland, and it looks super beautiful. The monotone gold is just incredible. It looks super liminal, a little bit foreboding, and very grandiose. So I know a lot of people really like Luster. So seeing this artwork was really cool. So if we keep going, we can kind of see that they were all able to join the other side by joining this table here, where the destination is the center of the other side. So a sprawling tier 5 island. So what does that mean? So if we actually go take a closer look, we can kind of see, this is just kind of what they got to see initially. There's a bunch. So if you scroll at the very beginning, we can kind of already see the scope and size of like a tier 5 island. I know, the first and second trips, we kind of got to see how big they are anyways, but, this was a little, I'm not even going to jump into this rabbit hole because I know this is related to 10 KTF. Pardon if I'm saying that incorrectly. So, I'll cover that in another video. I can't fit this entire lore into 10 minutes, so I'm just going to continue. What was interesting is that outside of this, we can also see there's these railroad tracks here. So I would suspect that's probably related to, inside of your OtherGuide, you probably want faster traveling than just walking. So that's nice game design that I'm seeing here. Dang, these are some big trees, dude. And then you got floating islands inside of your tier. That's crazy. That's pretty wild. But yeah, it just kind of seems like, there's graffiti on the rocks, and there's these multiple platforms, and it looks pretty good to me. They got a lot of stuff going on here. So I know all these things are minor. I'm kind of nitpicking here, but it really is kind of interesting to see the size and scope and scale of just tier 5 lands by itself. I mean, look at how big this is. Look at the scope and scale of this. I know the quality may not necessarily look the best right now because I'm recording I don't know what this can go up to, but anyways, the water looks pretty good. I mean, for something that's not rendered client side and just streamed, like that's pretty good. And then you got like multiple buildings here. Like you have a whole freaking city here, and then a ginormous center tree here, and like you have a windmill here, and there's like a building here, and you even have a boat here as well. And it's like I can kind of see this turn. I can see tier 5s turning into these like community nexus points that can really be utilized in ways that I guess maybe smaller lands might not be able to. I mean, the size and scope of like a tier 5 land, this is massive. This can probably hold like 1,000 people. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if guilds or communities just picked the land and just said, hey, this is our headquarters now. Like we're gonna focus everything about building inside of this specific land and make this like the guild nexus headquarters, and we're going to be able to have our operations here. I mean, the possibilities are honestly endless for people to collaborate and build specific type of experiences, whether it be like guild halls or anything related to that matter. But that's kind of besides the point. I'm just kind of speculating at this point. Like this is crazy, and I like the direction that that we're taking here. And I mean, here we can kind of see, this is just kind of sneak peek of, I guess I have an amphitheater structure here. I mean, it looks pretty good. I know up here they have, Legends of the Mar. You can kind of see the enchanter, the farmer, and the hunter. And they're just kind of showing us a sneak peek of what's to come here. We can kind of see this railroad here as well. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's really built around this community here, built around community for that focus, and that, I mean, that's the whole point, right? And then we can also see that I mean, they've finally implemented you can join with your Bored Ape, right? So this is the first test of the avatars ahead of the official release. So it seems like they have that set up now. So that's pretty good. I mean, you can kind of see the original model here, and we can see it kind of related, side by side with the Bored Apes. But I mean, you can kind of see the Bored Ape Yacht Club here too. So that looks pretty good too. But I mean, that's exciting. I mean, there's gonna be Meebus and all the other ones that World of Women, and pardon my memory for forgetting the rest of them. But like, I'm sure that everybody else will be able to join, like the Bored Apes. So that's pretty exciting. So, a preview of Legends of the Mara, and they don't show us. And then I'm 100% sure that all 40 people or everybody that was at this event signed an NDA to not talk about it until, it releases. So I'm not even going to touch on this. But yeah, the day comes to an end, but Otherside is much more to explore and more Voyagers to welcome. So again, just to kind of recap, from the top, Otherside and Yuga, they really seem to be building things in a very, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And, the first thing I notice is that they're really showing us the details, the process, the structure, and like the hard work that they're putting into each element of the lands, the game design, and all that stuff. So that's really positive. In the other video, there was also they kind of showed the branding with the Made by Apes IP. I know I covered that in a previous video as well. So again, everything's built around community. They're putting a lot of work into designing a high quality experience with the game. They've kind of fleshed out their intellectual property, especially with other collections and stuff like that, and bringing them into the fray. And then they're allowing creators to build out their own brands with Made by Apes IP licensing and stuff like that. So we did see that. I didn't show it in this video, but it was in the preview. It was in one of the other tweets. But yeah, I mean, we got to see a lot of development with regards to like what the lands are probably going to look like aesthetically, and we can also see like there's some really nice game elements in here with regards to travel and how big these lands are. I mean, it looks awesome, and I know things are super slow as for information, but again, it's a bear market, so what can you expect? But overall, I think, seeing everything here was awesome and incredible. And I can't wait for Legends of the Mara and, speculating on how to get into everything here. But, anyways, this event wasn't like a big major, like, what everybody wanted, but it was minor, and it showed us the direction that Yuga and Otherside meta is taking with regards to the game. And I think it's a great thing overall. So with that being said, like and subscribe if you found anything in this video, insightful, or if you liked it. But, you can always find me in the official Discords or, the Otherside Wiki Discord. I'm everywhere. But that's all I got for today. I'm signing off, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.